Alright, so this is the boot up part of the video, or PowerPoint, just to show that the PC that I've got does actually run from a start. This is basically the setup I've got, so nice gaming chair, keyboard, mouse, RGB, Corsair, both wireless. I got my laptop there for study, and the disassemble practice PC for any testing and things like that. Yeah, I've got a couple of mouses there. The PC itself it's based to be a media PC / gaming PC, so I have got it hooked up to a TV, just to make it nice and beautiful. So eventually, once I've got the GPU, I will be mounting this to the wall, so that way remove the desk and it'll be a beautiful gaming / media PC. So onto the PC itself, just to let you have a look at it. So as I said, it has got a G1 X99 Gigabyte motherboard, which has allowable 8 slots for RAM. At the moment, it's running 4 8GB RAM slots, so 32 in total. Although it has obviously capability for 4 more. It's running a i7 6 series processor, so 6 core. It's got a relatively embarrassingly outdated GPU, which is a HD 540, HD 5450. That's how old it is. I don't even know what it is, but purely because the motherboard doesn't support video, so I needed to have some sort of video card there, and the cost of GPUs are just through the roof at the moment. As you can see, it's got a 360 mil all-in-one cooler, nice and beautiful there, Leonan, with RGB fans as well. As I said, because I don't want to be taking part that off as well, I'm going to have to divert from the sequence slightly to take this cooler off first before removing the motherboard, so that way I don't have to take apart this entire array of all-in-one cooler. The case itself is a Thermaltake Core P3. The reason why this has been chosen is because it's a nice, easy one to access. Nice, easy one for future test benching as well. Upgrading, and obviously for this assessment, nice and easy there too. The hard drive itself is internal at the back, inside there. So there's actually a couple of hard drives, actually one 1 gig one and one relatively old 640 gig hard drive, although I will have plans to upgrade that to an SSD. I also forgot to mention in the previous video that there's actually a M2 SSD card slotted inside the motherboard there. That's a 1 gig, and that's what the Windows is actually running on. So let's boot it up, and hopefully it'll work first time. Should do, because I was just using it just before. Beautiful lights there. They can be RGB. I forgot to mention also while it's booting that it's running a 850 watt power supply, or PCU, which is fully module as well. The reason why I've gone fully module is it just helps with the cable management. You can see also it's got aftermarket cable management there as well. Just tidies it up a little bit there too. Fairly fast boot, purely because it is on an SD card. You can see obviously it is the same date as I mentioned before, Saturday the 24th of July, 3:30. Let's type this pin. You can see it's my PC. Don't look at my code as I type this in. Very fast. And that's the beauty about the SSD, is that it does make the booting sequence a lot faster. Just to show that it is the same PC. I'm just going to go command prompt. I was actually going to jump into the BIOS, which I might do after this. But let's go host name, and oops, spell that wrong. Host name. It's a bit hard to do it when you're holding your phone at the same time. Cool, so there we go. And just to double check with that, it is, so that's the host name there. Let's go into, let's go here. Not there. Let's go right click here. Cool. So it's also the system specs. So you can see they're outlined exactly the same as what I mentioned before. See also the host name's the same. And a legit copy of Windows there too. Cool. So what we'll do quickly is we'll just shut this down. We'll just restart it, and we'll just jump into the BIOS. It's the problem with the SSD card. Sometimes it's too fast to jump into the BIOS. So to do that, just need to go delete when prompted, which is now. You see that's delete. So I did push that. There we go. So you just see that the system functions. I'll just show you the Sisters BIOS, updated BIOS, say the motherboard, just to show that it is the same motherboard and it is booting. The BIOS, you can see the 3 hard drives there. So that first one is the SSD M2 hard drive, which is internal into the motherboard. And then we've got 2 other external hard disk drives there as well, which again I will be upgrading later on. Peripherals, yeah, not too much to see there. Yeah, so what we'll do now is we will basically get out that, haven't made any changes, and we will go and disassemble this PC and reassemble it, and hopefully everything works the treat.